shall we go to you?
We don't really have to.
All right, so for Paul, I started with I identified 8 areas of strength, and just one sort of, next steps kind of thing.
Okay.
So motivation. This is a phrase you use that I adopted, the will to do. Paul has this in droves. It's, we come every week, we have an agenda, we have action items, we're moving forward all the time. You have kind of your eye on the next piece, and how, like, what we want to accomplish, what needs to appear ahead of us. And that's a great thing that's a great, what do they say? Hitching your wagon to a star. Like,
Oh.
That's a good star. If you're a wagon, you need a star like that. Integrity, this is a big piece for both of us. Paul spoke a lot about the importance of integrity, and this business is founded on what we believe to be our values, and the first value is integrity. And part of that is being honest with each other and being willing to discuss things and take time and being honest about fears, concerns, joys, all those good things. And I think that it's easy to say, I want to found a company in the future that has social responsibility or has progressive policies. But what we're doing, or what we're trying to do, is bake that in even now when our company really is kind of a piece of paper. Right now, we don't have
Or a document on the screen.
Right, it's a document on a screen. We don't have like a brick and mortar, and we're just kind of getting started, but the integrity piece is not something you tack on later, right? So we're trying to do this now, and you bring a lot of that. I'm folding diversity in with integrity. I guess it could be a separate area of strength, but Paul has a strong commitment to diversity, including kind of feminist alliance, and we really want that to be an important part of our business as well. I'm not speaking out of turn on that.
No, I think, I don't know, there's been more writing on the wall. I just read it, and I'd rather not be a dinosaur.
Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
being mean sucks.
That's right. It really does. You don't want that. Collaboration. This is something that I think we've both shown up for. It's tough to be I've been a sole proprietor. You've been a consultant and a business owner as a solo act. The idea of averaging up. So when you put two people together, the sum is greater than the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. You have two individuals, but together it averages up. So that is happening, and that's really fun and great. The next thing I identified was vision. So I don't know how to put this into words actually, but I feel like your vision for the Protagonist Lab is extremely strong, and that you kind of, I guess, sort of also part of your motivation, but I think the motivation comes from the vision, where you may not see exactly what it's going to look like in a year or 2 years, but it's going to be something really big and awesome, or at least it's worth pursuing in that direction. And so that's really key to making this whole thing work. Experience, I added that because my experience, I have a lot of experience, but you have a very broad experience that is sort of out in the world, and you've seen a lot of ventures struggle. You've seen a lot of struggles in various ventures, and I feel like that's good experience. The last one I picked was openness. Paul had a business called Protagonist LLC, and that was his business consulting work. And so we decided to form a partnership, and we were casting about for names, and we had a long list. We must have had 50 names. So one of them was this word protagonist, and we both really liked it, but we didn't want to just go to that because it had been his business. You were okay with saying, yeah, I'll take my LLC, we'll reconfigure reconfigure it to be a partnership, and it'll be Protagonist to partnership. And I just felt like that was hugely generous.
Yep, that's it. We're done.
Yep. No, no, this is not a room for improvement, even though it says it is. It's just an intentionality that I would like to call in. So, all right, let me just clarify what I wrote. I said in my areas for improvement that I want to make sure we are always including the other in important moves, important contacts, networking, emails, requests for help, that kind of thing. The piece that gets me a little anxious is making moves individually without checking in with the partner. And I don't even have one hand full of like times when that's happened, but I know that that's just part of me. And so I want to put that there to make you aware that that's important to me.
I appreciate that.
So, which we do. We do that, I'd say 99% of the time. So yeah, that's all I got.
I'm going to have to work on that. I don't know if I can immediately change.
That's okay.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Oh,
I appreciate that.
we should also start using our email addresses more.
Yeah, we should. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.